Cindy and Bill, excellent. Bob, Mickey Mouse is perfect. Hit the weights a little bit, pal. You need it. Big game last week. Archmere Mount Pleasant in Division II. You saw it right here on High School Game of the Week, Channel 2. Archmere not blowing out Mount Pleasant. 33-19 your final score. The Green Knights went into the game undefeated. Your #1 ranked Division II team in the state. Archmere and company, Mike Udinsky had a great ball game. 202 rushing yards on the day. The Auks go 7-2 on the year, and they are just about guaranteed a 1981 state tournament berth. Their 6th consecutive state tournament berth in high school football action. Bill Doyle has been at Archmere since 1973, head coach out at Archmere Academy. I had a chance to talk to Bill after the ball game. Coach, coming into the ball game, Archmere was a slight favorite. What did you feel playing Mount Pleasant, the only undefeated team in Division II this year?
Well, we were just thankful we had a shot to get to play them. We're in a tournament running now, and we know that they're already in, but we just wanted to establish ourselves as a good football team again this year. We lost our first game, and everybody kind of counted us out, and now we've got ourselves way back in the picture again, and we seem to have some momentum getting ready for the playoffs, and we just hope we can get ourselves in there.
Getting into the game action, the first series, Mike Udovich breaking, I believe it was a 49-yard touchdown run. You seemed to keep the ball on the ground, exactly what you told me last night you wanted to do, and it worked perfectly for you all day long.
Well, we have a lot of pride in our offense, and Mike Udovich is a 1,000-yard rusher. We got some good people in the rest of the backfield, and our offensive line has really come of age over the past 2 weeks now, and they've just been moving people off the ball, and I think today was a good indication that, you know, when we needed it there, they just kept coming back and did an outstanding job off the line of scrimmage.
Bill Doyle, Archmere Academy. He started at Archmere in 1973, took over the head coaching job in 75. He has been in the state championship the last 5 years running, of course knocking off Indian River the last 2 years in 1979 and 1980. Archmere right now is a slight favorite to take the Division II championship. Looking at our top 10 for week number 8, week number 9 for some clubs. William Penn right there has completed 9 ball games. They are 8-1 on the season. The Colonials have a big showdown this weekend with the Yellow Jackets of Newark. I'll tell you a little bit more about that later on. Seaford, the Blue Jays, they're 8-0. Can you believe it? How good is Seaford? They're a good ball club. We will see them in the state tournament first round against the at-large #1 team. Salesianum 6-1-1. Big win last week against St. Mark's. They closed the season against St. Elizabeth's and Christiana the last 2 weeks of the season. Easy victories. Sally's will be in the state tournament. Dickinson, remember they were 2-1-1 after getting blown out by William Penn 35-0. The Rams are back in at 6-1-1 on the year. They could be in the state tournament. Archmere, as we said, is 7-2. They take a week off and finish their season against Claymont 2 weeks from today. Newark 6-2 on the season. Big game against William Penn this weekend. Mount Pleasant 7-1-1. They will finish their regular season on Saturday against Claymont at Claymont, 10:30 p.m. kickoff. Then, 10:30 a.m. kickoff. Then they will take a week off and go into the state tournament. They are a Flight B champion. Glasgow lost a tough game last weekend, 13-12 to Dickinson on a tip pass from Mitch White to Darren Moore. The Dragons are just about out of the playoff picture. They have an outside shot of making it. Lake Forest is your #1 Division II team downstate at 5-2-1. They most likely will win the Henlope and Southern Division. And Tatnall, 6-2-1. That's not a mistake. The Hornets could make the state tournament for the first time in the history of the school. Fred Freebot and company, they have a good club. An outside shot at a Division II state tournament. Game of the week for week number 9. William Penn traveling down to Newark. This will be a great ball game. Could determine the Flight A championship. If Newark knocks off William Penn and Newark beats Glasgow next week and Dickinson beats Delcastle on Saturday, we could have a 3-way tie for the Flight A championship. All 3 clubs going 6-1 in the conference. We'll find out on Saturday. Check it out right here at 9 p.m. on Saturday night and also Tuesday night at 9 p.m., including the wrap-up show immediately following the ball game. We will be on live after the game. Take your phone calls and review the scoring around the state. Moving to soccer tonight, quarterfinal round plays at Baynard Stadium. Brandywine, William Penn, and Concord are your tournament favorites. Look to next Tuesday semifinals at Baynard Stadium at 6 p.m. We'll have more about that next week. Cross country, Sally's won the Division I state championship. Tim Talley, the best cross country runner in the state. Howard takes Division II, and Padua wins the girls conference. Quickly, tomorrow night volleyball, Concord versus Newark for the state championship, and on Saturday in field hockey, Tower Hill taking on William Penn at Sanford. Great showdown up there. Steve Turnberger for Focus Delaware. Right now, let's go back to John Steen for another song.